All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and citations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, in truth and sincerity. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Barakatam to you all. All right, so in this lesson, what I want to go into is the term retail apocalypse and how it relates to the scriptures. Okay, the term retail apocalypse is pretty much a term that's been used to label the phenomenon that we're, seeing and reading about in these articles concerning, major retail stores closing down. Okay, and of course, all of these things relate to biblical prophecy. Okay, as the elder Yashwamba said in one of his videos a while back, he said everything is moving to the tune of biblical prophecy, and that includes the retail market, retail stores, okay, and buying and selling and things of that nature. All right, because the scriptures do say Salakia, that the grinding shall cease. Okay, and I believe that's what I want to name this video, the grinding shall cease, the retail apocalypse. Okay, because all these things are mentioned in the scriptures, man, and this is just another telltale sign that we are in the last days, man, and that the words of the Lord are coming to pass, okay, that they do not go out void. Okay, so as you see on the screen here, you see the definition for the term retail apocalypse as defined by whatis.techtarget.com. Okay, and it says retail apocalypse is a controversial term used by the media to describe the ways a shift in consumer spending patterns may be impacting the traditional brick and mortar retail store business model. Okay, so this is a term used by the media to describe a shift in customer spending, okay, and how that shift impacts or affects the traditional retail stores. Okay, all right, because those traditional retail stores, they depend, okay, their business flourishing depends on people going in, into the stores and shopping, okay, buying particular products, whether it be clothes or food or whatever that these people buy, okay, and being faithful customers in that particular line of things. Okay, and the reason why it's considered controversial, because a lot of people don't believe that a retail apocalypse is happening. Okay, people see that there are these different stores that are closing down, but at the same time in the markets there are a lot of stores that are opening up and replacing these businesses at the same time. So the term retail apocalypse is viewed by as controversial by these particular people that hold that particular opinion. But to us who are spiritual and who are watching the signs and understand the prophecies and have our faith in these scriptures, which the scriptures never lie to us, okay, the retail apocalypse as we see it, okay, is a sign, and as we know it to be, is a sign that that we are in the end of days, okay, and that the prophecies are surely coming to pass, okay, as mentioned in the scriptures, man. Okay, the scriptures say that the grinding shall cease. Okay, so the retail apocalypse, the term retail apocalypse only answers, okay, to the truth of the Bible. Okay, and it says, reading on, it says the number of struggling and bankrupt retailers in the United States that have been affected by these changes, including Toys R Us, Macy's, and Sears, has promoted predictions of the demise of in-store shopping and the contentious label apocalypse, which connotes widespread disaster and destruction. Okay, so the term retail apocalypse, okay, is basically a term describing the destruction and the demise, okay, of the traditional retail store business model. Okay, all right, and this website goes into defining it and explaining some of the reasons why, which I'm not going to read the whole thing. I have another article that I want to read some excerpts from, and then go into the scriptures, man. Okay, because that's where our confidence lies. Okay, these people in the world, they have confidence in the money and the riches and the market and the stocks of these different businesses and companies and corporations. All right, but we have our confidence in the scriptures. Okay, that's what we invest our time and our mind and our hope in. Okay, whereas these people invest their time in the things of this world and the scriptures say that the fashion of this world passes away. Okay, it says the brick and mortar landscape has changed over the years due to a number of contributing factors, including the continued growth of e-commerce. Okay, which basically means, if to my knowledge, like buying online. Okay, all right, and it says and an oversupply of shopping malls. Okay, so the market being oversaturated, or the communities being oversaturated with shopping malls. Okay, all right, and so that to them, these two things are contributing, okay, to the collapse, okay, of the traditional retail stores. Okay, all right. It says, although most experts agree that the biggest factor affecting brick and mortar stores has been the surge in popularity of Amazon and other e-commerce companies, many economists point to a shift in consumer spending patterns after the Great Recession, as well as advances in mobile technology. Okay, so these are reasons as to why different people, or how should I say, these are opinions as to why these different people believe that a retail apocalypse is happening. Okay, all right, but nonetheless, we understand that according to the scriptures, man, we understand that that these things are happening according to the tune of biblical prophecy. The Lord is going to completely have it set up to where this society collapses. Okay, and the fashion of this world, the way of this society, going to these stores and buying and shopping. Okay, this spirit of covetousness, all right, that has encapsulated the world. Okay, all right, is going to be totally judged. Okay, and it's going to collapse and deteriorate. Okay, now it says, I got this article, all right, entitled Stores Closing in 2019, the complete list, from moneywise.com. These chains have announced a ton of store closings in 2019. The retail landscape is looking bleaker and bleaker. Okay, and this was published this month. Okay, in 2019 on the 10th of this month. Okay, it says, if you keep noticing more going out of business sales, there are startling reasons. Forever 21, Walgreens, Dress Barn, GameStop, Gap, and other chains have already announced over 8,500 store closings in 2019, and way more than we saw during 2018. Okay, so these store closings that are happening are record breaking. Each year the record is being broken. Okay, because last year I believe it was like 7,000 or something like that, and in the year before that it was like 6,000 something. Okay, but now it's like 8,500, some odd. Okay, so each year it's like record breaking. These different major companies, okay, and corporations are closing down locations, man. Walgreens, GameStop, Gap, okay, Forever 21. I believe even Walmart's in the mix too. Okay, and Kmart and Toys R Us. Okay, Macy's. All right. I think Nordstrom Rack. Okay, that's according to CoreSite Research, which predicts the number could hit 12,000 by the end of the year. You think that's bad? As shopping online continues to grow, another 75,000 stores could be lost by 2026, says investment BS. These chains are shutting down the most U.S. stores this year, counting down to the retailer turning out the lights at the largest number of locations. When you hit the liquidation sales, take along your cash, bank, credit card for additional savings. Okay, so that's pretty much saying that, because these stores are closing down, okay, they're gonna have a lot going out of business sales. Okay, so you might as well go take advantage of that. That's what this person is essentially saying. Okay, and as you see, it's a whole list. I believe the list is like 44 44 points long, if you will. It has 44 stores on this list. Macy's being one of the stores, and then you have Nordstrom Rack, and different locations, Target, all right, Kohl's, okay, and the list goes on and on. Okay, Lord and Taylor, okay, Top Shop, okay, Barney's New York, Walmart, okay, different stores closing down. Okay, J. Crew, okay, and Southern grocers like Winn-Dixie, which recently, actually I remember last year there was a Winn-Dixie that closed. Yeah, it was like a major Winn-Dixie that everybody went to here in South Florida. Okay, and there was a couple other ones too that closed down. Okay, all right, and my spiritual opinion is that a lot of these stores that are closing down and that are being vacated, okay, if they're not used for to house other businesses, okay, which in a lot of cases they are, they're going to be used to for these camps, okay, these detention centers that Esau is getting ready to open up, man. Okay, all right, but going back to the true meat of it all, okay, which is the Holy Scriptures, okay, because the Scriptures give us the outline of what things we're supposed to be looking out for, man. And that's why what we're a part of is so beautiful, because the Lord pretty much gave us the outline. Everybody else is subject to their own opinion, of what they think is going to happen and how it's going to happen and this and that and all these speculations and opinions and guesses, okay? But nobody is really talking about the Scriptures, and the Most High is doing this, and nobody's breaking it down in Second Esdras and Ecclesiastes and the Gospel. Nobody's doing that. We're the ones that the Lord set up to warn about these things, to shine a light, okay, on the work of the Lord, okay, that He's doing in these particular avenues, okay, and spheres of life, okay, all right, whether it be war and rumors of war, or pestilences, or natural disasters, weather catastrophes, okay, so-called climate change, okay, economic downturn and famine, okay, stores closing down, okay, all these things, okay, are all in the Scriptures, man. Okay, and the Lord spoke about all these things that were gonna happen. Okay, so the water Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He's allowed us to partake of this great ministry and this lot, man. Okay, because the Lord has given us the light to walk as children of the light, man, so that the day doesn't overtake us as a thief. Okay, but these other people, they're gonna bug out, man. Okay, and here I have Ecclesiastes chapter 12. All right, which highlights that point perfectly. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1, it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay, so this is the time to seek the Lord, to have your face planted in the Holy Scriptures, your mind, okay, planted in the Holy Scriptures, man, to be praying and to be seeking the Lord, reading the Bible, okay, watching the signs, doing the work, okay, and all those things, man. Okay, all right, because the days that's coming are going to be, like it says, evil days, man. Okay, and it's going to be so perilous that the people of this world who indulged in the course of this world and the lust of this world, they're going to look back, okay, when shit hits the fan, and they're going to regret, they're going to have no pleasure, in what it is that they were partaking in, man, because they're just going to be in sorrow, man, and they're going to be wondering why the Lord is doing all these things, why the Lord is bringing all these calamities and these plagues and these sorrows to pass, and they're not going to have any answers. They're just going to be stuck there, wishing that things would turn back to normal, okay, or losing their minds out here in the streets, looting the stores and just trying to survive out here. But the Lord's going to be on our side, man. Okay, all right, and it says, in the days when the grinding shall cease, man. Okay, and that's what we're seeing, okay, because they are few. All right, we're seeing that. We're seeing the grinding ceasing. We're seeing these stores closing. We're seeing what these people call a retail apocalypse, and so on and so forth. Okay, all right, it says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. Okay, and also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Okay, all right. So we're looking at we're in a time where we're about to see the total collapse, and a de-evolution of the society. Okay, the way things are with the with the rat race, the run around 9 to 5, and still going to grocery stores and buying groceries, and buying these little trinkets and these little gadgets that come out, going to the bank, and people buying cars and houses and all these things, and clothes. It's about to be over with, man. Okay, and again, this is in alignment with the judgment of the Heavenly Father. This is all according to prophecy. Okay, all right. And the fact that the Lord is doing this to Esau, okay, is a proof that the curses are coming upon Esau, because all these major companies, okay, are owned by Edomites. Okay, for the most part, they're owned by Edomites. These corporations, okay, they're owned by Edomites, man. And the Lord said that He was going to bring the curses upon them. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7, it says, and the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Okay. All right, and what were one of the curses? Okay, one of the curses, all right, in Deuteronomy 28 and 17, okay, it says, "Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store." Okay, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. All right, so the economy is going to go down. Okay, these businesses are going to go down. All right, these storehouses with food and clothing and raiment, okay, and provision, all of that's going to be empty. Okay, like it says in the scripture, man, the full storehouses shall be found suddenly empty. Okay, Second Ezra chapter 6. Okay, chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall be found empty. Okay, all right. So that's what we're seeing the beginning stages of. All right, now you can still go to the mall and you can buy clothes and things of that nature. Okay, you can still go to the store and buy food. All right, these people can still go about their business, and that's why they're not looking for the return of the Heavenly Father. They don't, especially here in America, they don't believe that the end is really here. Okay, unless the Lord is might be grooming them to come into the faith. Okay, but outside of the hopeful elect and the brothers that are in the faith and the sisters, okay, that believe, these people are, they got their head in the clouds. Okay, they don't know what the hell's coming on, coming to pass. They don't know what the hell's going on. They don't believe, in the Holy Scriptures. They're not looking for the Lord to come back. Okay, all right, but when these things happen, they're gonna lose their minds. Okay, these people are gonna bug out, because this is all they know. Okay, all they know is the image of the beast and relying on the system and things being the way that they've always been. Okay, that's all they know. Okay, so when shit hits the fan, they're gonna get the chip. They're gonna riot in the streets. Okay, they're gonna loot. They're gonna do all of that. Okay, because they have their hope in this world, man. All right. And so when things really hit the fan, it's really going to affect the psychology of these people. Okay, because their confidence is in this life, man, in this world. All right. I also want to bring out Isaiah chapter 32 verse 10. It says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come." Okay. "Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines." Okay, and the Lord brought this to pass upon our people, when we were in the land of Israel. Okay, the Lord plagued our crops. Okay, he plagued our resources. Okay, there were great famines in the land, and so on and so forth. But like I read earlier, okay, the curses are coming upon our enemies, upon these heathens, upon Esau. Okay, and the curses are come upon Jake in a cycle. Okay, and they're very repetitive. Like the scriptures say, all these curses shall overtake you and pursue you until thou beest destroyed. All right, so all our people that are not seeking the Lord, okay, and in this particular scripture, and directed to these women, okay, because when you go to these shopping malls, for the most part, you see a bunch of women shopping, okay, buying makeup, buying dresses, buying this, buying that. Okay, all right, because they're of this world. Okay, women are sensual creatures. Okay, all right, so they love this the fashion of this world, vintage and shopping. Okay, the new outfit, the new style, things of that nature, vanity. Okay, so when shit hits the fan and that's not available to them, they're gonna, like it says, lament for the teats. They're gonna cry. Okay, they're gonna mourn. All right, they're not gonna be able to have their perfumes and their provisions. All right, hygiene supplies and things of that nature. Okay, and it's really gonna mess them up, man, especially in this Instagram, selfie, Facebook, Snapchat age, where everybody wants to stunt on social media, okay, and show themselves to be something that they're not. Okay, like they're just living the best life, the good life. They have all these goods and all these resources and all, these goodies and trinkets. Okay, when all of that's gone, what are they gonna do? Okay, what are they gonna do? They're gonna cry. Okay, they're gonna riot. They're gonna loot stores. They're gonna kill each other. Okay, they're gonna eat each other. They're gonna die of famine. Okay, they're gonna take the chip. Okay, all of that. Okay, plus more. Okay. All right. And shoot, I'm gonna close out with these two precepts, man, because I feel like the point has been made. Okay. All right, the scriptures don't lie to us, man. This is awesome, man. When we see these things, man, we should rejoice, man. Okay. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. It says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that wept as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not." Okay, so us that are in this faith, man, okay, that weep, okay, we should be as though we weep not, because clearly the signs are here, man. The scriptures say, "Lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh." Okay, and those that rejoice in this world, they shall mourn and weep. Okay. All right, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use the world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Okay, and that's the point. The fashion of this world passeth away. So use the world, but don't abuse it. Okay, don't get too entangled with the affairs of this life and the things of this world. All right, because all of this is going to be done away with. Okay, all of this clothes and all of this fashion and the same old routine, it's going to come to an end. Okay, it's gonna come to an end. All right, he's already has it on the book to seize the resources, the water, control of the water and the electricity, the food, okay, the forms of transportation, cars and things of that nature. So Esau Esau already got it planned out that when shit hits the fan, he gonna take it all away from these people anyway, man. Okay, and ration it out to them as he sees fit. All right, like it says in Second Ezra, okay, they shall be as madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling those and destroying those that fear the Lord, man. They shall take their goods and cast them out of their houses, okay, and then shall it be known whom are my chosen. Okay, now I want to go to Second Ezra chapter 16, verse verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word, be ready to thy battle. And in those days be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose, and he that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit in it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. And they that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers." Okay, so what does this mean? Basically, this means not being attached to the course of this world, and that doesn't mean that you're not going to be involved in buying and selling and having children or buying you a house or anything. It just means that if you do those things, don't be caught up in it. Okay, don't make it the center of your world. Okay, all right, because all of it is vain, and the fashion of the world of this world will pass away. Okay, we have to be ready to drop whatever, okay, at whatever time, considering the times that we're coming in, man. Okay, and just go with the spirit, move how the Lord wants us to move, man. Okay, especially when shit hit the fan, martial law and Esau coming in as a flood. Yeah, we're expecting angels to possibly deliver us and take us from this place to that place and to feed us in miraculous ways. Yeah, we can't be attached, okay, to have that mentality in those days, man. Okay, like it was when the Lord delivered us out of Egypt, man. We had to go out with haste, You know, we had to be ready to go on the move. Okay, and the Lord still took care of us, and He still fed us, man. But this speaks to the fact, all right, because it implies that, you know, all these things will be done away. Merchandise and selling, okay, and buying and building and sowing and reaping and all those things, all right, that these people are caught up into in the world and put their life, you know, their whole life energy into, okay, invest their time into. All of that's gonna be through real soon, okay, and we're seeing the beginning stages of it, okay. And therefore they that labor in vain, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captive. For in captivity and famine shall they get children, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery. The more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, saith the Lord. Okay? All right, so the hour of martial law, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation is coming. World War III is coming. Okay? All right, all of these goods and all of these, you know, all of the you know, the trappings of this world. Okay? All right, decking their houses and their clothes and their bodies. All right, decking their stores and their buildings and their cities. That's all going to be stripped away from these people, man. Okay? All right, and the grinding is ceasing, man. All right, the fact that all these stores are closing down, like the scriptures say, will now begin to see part of the signs come to pass, which I have told you before. Then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the Most High shall begin to visit the world which He made, man. And that's what we're seeing. The Lord is the Lord is speaking to us, man. Okay, when we see just small things happen, we gotta acknowledge, okay, yeah, the Lord is showing us that He right at the door, man. Okay. All right, so, hey, with that, you know, Lord willing, this video is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, in truth and sincerity. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Barakatam to you all, and with that, I want to say Shalom.